This is a complete showcase of all the sights in EFT, their pros, cons, and attachments. To start off, most sights mount via a rail system with some needing an additional mount to attach to a rail. The size of the sight you are trying to attach depends on the length of the rail and if anything is interfering with it. The exception to rail-mounted sights are dovetail sights, which can be thrown on the most AK-style guns including the ones on the right and does not work with any of the guns on the bottom left. The OP SKS, not the regular SKS, can have dovetails mounted to it also, but it needs the additional dovetail mount. You can alt right-click to cycle through reticles, and if your mount allows for multiple sights, you can control right-click to switch through the sights. The 30mm AR pepper mount can mount two different compact collimators. The 30mm JP rings only allow for a loophole delta point to be mounted. The 34mm Night Force mount allows for 3 different RMRs to be attached on one sight. The MPR is a backup cannon sight that allows for any RMR to be attached. The category of sight we're going to start with are the Collimators, which are your basic red dots and hollows. Both of the HHS hollows with the tan on the left have -4 ergo with a 1x and a 3x magnifier. All 4 EOTechs have similar stats and reticles, with the standout being the base EXP3S with a boost to accuracy. The Valde being the ugliest hollow and the Vortex being the prettiest hollow, both have really big penalties to ergo compared to the others. The Cobras are some of the cheapest sights you can buy with a massive penalty to ergo, small boost to recoil, multiple reticles, and can also attach a shade. The Comp and the SRS are basic red dots, with the Comp needing a rail mount with the option of a spacer. The Pix and the MRS are very good red dots, allowing you to cycle through multiple reticles if you want. The rail-mounted OKP7 has a very bold red dot, while the Dovetail OKP7 has a small chevron and a boost to recoil. And the last of the Collimators, the Holocyn, being a very basic red dot with a built-in laser. The compact Collimators need a mount to be attached to a rail with the exception of the PK06 and the FN ring. The PK06 is maybe the most unique of the compact Collimators, with having multiple reticles to cycle through. The FN ring is a P90 exclusive compact collimator. The Romeo and the T1 are basic red dot compact collimators. The Trijicon RMR has mounts for rifles, pistols, and over ACOGs. The Delta Point and Fast Fire are both very basic low profile RMRs. All optics require a mount with the exception of the PSOs. The ADO has the potential to be the best sight in the game, with the 3 to 9 times and the red dot on top if the sensitivity for the red dot wasn't so shit. Both of the KMZs are 3 to 10x scopes with a massive ergo penalty and a small boost to recoil, and don't really have anything different between them. The USP is a static 4x with a massive ergo penalty. All the PSOs have the same exact stats, the only difference being the reticle for the PSO 1M21. The PU is a Mosin specific sight, being a 3.5 times with a smaller ergo penalty. The Palad is one of the newest optics with one of the smallest ergo penalties. The March Tactical and the Night Force are very similar scopes in reticles and magnification, but the magnification on the March Tactical does not work and the Night Force gives a small boost to recoil. The TAC 30 and the Voodoo are very common in similar optics, the only difference being the Voodoo with a slightly better magnification and difference in reticles. The Hensoldt is a nice optic with good reticles, good magnification, and a small boost to recoil. The Leupold Mark IV is a decent optic, but I don't think the 20 times works. Assault scopes are meant to bridge the gap between collimators and optics. The Bravo and Hammer are good assault scopes, being 4x's and allowing for a 1x RMR on top. The Valde is a good all-around scope, being a 1x to a 6x. Both L-cans are 1 to 4x's with additional irons on top. There is no difference between the two besides color. Both of the prisms are simple magnified optics, but the primary arms prism needs a mount to be attached to a rail. All the ACOGs require a mount to be on a rail, and all 3 can also have an RMR, but only the TA01s can have a backup iron sight. The special sights either allow you to see heat signatures or see in the dark. The NSPU is the cheapest of the special sights and for a reason, but it still allows you to see in the night. The Vulcan MG is a 3.5 times night vision scope, but it also has a canted rail for RMR to be placed on. The FLIR picks up on heat signatures and is the only special sight to have a variable zoom. And finally the REAP IR, which picks up on heat signatures in either a solid black or a solid white. If there's anything I can do to keep improving the videos, let me know.